Hey guys, what's up? So I'm going to show you guys this brief article, and we're going to talk about is spoofing illegal, yes or no. So credit goes to this guy, Petro, guys, for the editor. All right, so the FCC has been cracking down hard on caller ID spoofing. It's safe to say it's practice frowned upon both consumers and regulatory commission. Call ID spoofing is one of the hot topics that changes. So as of October 2nd, 2020, spoofing is partially legal. Guys, what does that mean? Sorry. Okay, so legal spoofing versus illegal spoofing, what's the difference? So pretty much, um, so the FCC always talks about illegal spoofing, as rarely mentions legal spoofing, both downs for them and what they are. So illegal spoofing, guys, is when you guys go against the rules that are set by the FCC, guys. Those scary people. I'm kidding with you guys. So pretty much, like, kind of stuff that, like, damages business activities, stuff that defrauds, cause harm, or wrongly obtain anything of value despite the vague language. So somewhat clear and reasonable limit scammers and spammers. So pretty much people are trying to get your money. People trying to, like, oh, I'm this kind of company. I need some kind of information or your personal information, or trying to get something out of you guys. That's obviously illegal to use, for your caller ID. If you guys do actually, we'll get to the legal part in a second, okay? So no one steer shaking, recent changes. Okay. Malicious spoofing. 25% of global phishing attempts target financial institutions, and social media accounted for pretty much 24% of all assaults, making these two industries most targeted phishing during the time period. So legal examples of illegal spoofing, guys, are social security imposters, trying to get social security information, like I said, trying to get information, tech support schemes, trying to get, like, some information from you, pretend to someone else, healthcare scammers, trying to get, like, your information. Legal spoofing, guys, is when you are the rules set within the FCC. So pretty much, you're not trying to defraud, you're not trying to cause harm, you're not trying to get any, like, value out of it. Example of, like, pretty much legally spoofing is, like, for privacy reasons. Like, let's say, actually, one of the ways, technically, if, like, you work for a company and you have to use let's say, use, like, your personal phone number, and you want them to know, like, your main phone number, like your company's phone number, so they can always call you back, then that's fine, okay, because you work for that company and all that kind of stuff. But if you're trying to, like, get someone's information, trying to, like, scam someone or hack or trying to get someone's account and all that, bad stuff, it's kind of obvious. That's obviously legal. But if you're using it just, like, for privacy and you're not trying to gain anything out of it, you're not trying to get information, you're just, you might just maybe just set it to a random number just to get privacy. And yeah, that's totally fine. So examples of illegal spoofing, guys, is, let me see what this is up here. Okay, so right here. So if it's shown the name of the business as a part of the caller ID, and if you can call it back, then it's legal. Okay. Medical professionals spoofing their number to display the office number, so to prevent their personal phone number, like I just said before. Businesses that have toll-free numbers with often spoof all their numbers to display a toll-free one instead, and telemarketers that call on behalf of companies or have their spoof number associated with the company with an ecosystem that have the same number callback. So there are some exceptions, guys. They're therefore usable for telemarketing purposes. So yeah, the FCC does not have authority over the country's governments. So many spoof calls in the U.S. originate from India, which the FCC does not have any authority over. Any other countries that send spoof calls have their own laws to deal with spoofing. However, it's a bit research conservative that the law in question for India has drafted in 1885 and references telegraph lines. So can the U.S. do anything against international spoof calls? 2020 of January, the U.S. filed lawsuits against companies in India and other countries through the Department of Justice for 720 million spoof calls for a period of 23 days. Over half of these were robocalls, and which are completely illegal within the U.S. So American companies or individuals that help illegal actors to complaints, red flags, class lawsuits. So yeah, you guys can all read all about it. The person who was fined $13 million by the FCC. So yeah, is neighborhood spoofing illegal? So scammers, robocalls, or spoof numbers that show a local area number. It was traced. So yeah, spoofing is not illegal per C. There's legal spoofing. It's legal to spoof to scam someone depending on like the operation. So yeah, that's really it, guys. So in conclusion, spoofing is illegal or legal depending on how you guys are spoofing, like what's the reason and what you're trying to get out of it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.